Hey guys, just wanted to remind everyone that we're so close to 2K. Make sure to 2K subs. Make sure to drop your comments, any comments that you want. Preferably not the too personal comments. Other than that, it should be fine. Um, but yeah, we're less than 100 away. I'm so excited to hear about you guys, to hear all of your comments from me. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this next video. Thanks.
The draft begins.
Hey guys, what's going on? It's Eddiiiee here, and today we're gonna be playing another draft mode ranked match. So, I recorded this a couple of days ago. I wanted to be Glaive. It's my usual go-to pick in a ranked match. But, stuff happens and you don't always get what you want, right? I am second to choose. So, I mean, I could have... Actually, no, I couldn't have gotten him because I believe they chose him. Yeah, look. So the first band is Adagio, as always. Usually is always Adagio because of how strong he works with a lot of weapon power carries. Ringo, Saw, Blackfeather, and of course the enemy bands Blackfeather because he's also strong as well in this update. So we got a Ringo, CP for now. We got a enemy Scarf. We got an enemy Glaive. That's the reason why I couldn't get Glaive. So, whatever. I didn't mind. I was like, you know what? I want to go Rona. But someone's like, no, don't go Rona. Go this or this. Go Fortress or Koshka. And I was like, I don't know. So I ended up choosing Koshka. So here's the thing. This is solo queue. I had no comms, no nothing. I personally don't feel so confident with Koshka, so that's why I decided to switch with the Fortress. I'm more comfortable being Roam Fortress than a carry than a jungle's Koshka, especially against a Glaive because I know that it's kind of a tough match because Glaive is kind of beefy, and Koshka is really. She's really squishy, so yeah, whatever, I don't mind. So yeah, that's another thing. If you guys are pressured into like a character, you could choose them, but make sure that your teammates also pick a hero that you're comfortable with so that you can swap with each other. So I usually want to start as Roam. Usually want to start on these back minions, and then I should have. If you're roaming with a Koshka, you want to make sure that you bunch them up together like this, so that she could get the max stacks on her with her B ability and do and clear jungle as fast as possible. So what I did right now is I moved away from the minion so that my Koshka could get the most experience as possible. You wanna skip these two shot minions so that you're able to flare your enemy side of the brush to see if they're there or to see if they have already purchased. So that's what I did. I got 2 scout traps. You usually want to get 2 or 3 scout traps in the beginning. Don't focus so much on getting like a tier 1 item for now. The next rotation it will be good enough to get your first tier 1 or maybe possibly even 2 tier 1 items. So yeah, Koshka did manage to pick up the Scarf. The enemy Glaive, he decided to back off. He didn't want any of this. I wanted to invade, but I don't know if Koshka was up to it. She did have 2 crystal bits, so that did give us somewhat of an advantage. So that we can have a more aggressive comp. But I guess she just wasn't up for it. So yeah, especially because Glaive is not that much of a good. Glaive doesn't have that much of a good early game as much as Koshka and Fortress together. But I mean, whatever, right? Alright, so now here's a part where you can actually get your first items. I mistakenly got a Dragonheart for some reason. I should have. I don't know what I was thinking. I meant to buy a Lifespring, and and or a light shield, so I can start working towards my Fountain of Renewal. So Koshka went up to lane. I went with Ringo so that he didn't have he wasn't caught off shopping by the enemy team, by the enemy junglers. So we're all up here again. Ringo does get punted out. So so while Koshka goes after the enemy Scarf, as you can see, he's already super low in health. I tried my best to try and defend the my Ringo so that it couldn't be an easy 2v3. So I have the most health. I'm deciding to go in the front line and see if I could take out anyone and have my 2 carries stay behind me so that they could do some kind of so that Ringo could do some kind of damage in the back line. So here we could still do something. I decided to go back in. What's it called? Glaive does fall due to both of my carries targeting him, and they're still pretty low. We could still manage to do something. Koshka does pick up the Scarf, and Ringo does pick up the Arden as well, and we do get not an ace, but we do get a triple kill. So yeah, this is the time where you just want to back off. Glaive could come in at any minute and just punt all of us and kind of destroy us. So yeah, so right here is where I actually start building what I'm supposed to build. My light shield, my ult cards, and some more scout traps and flares. So as a roam, it's kind of important in this update that you always want to have flares in your inventory. In my mind, that's like a priority item to always have in your inventory, because you can never know what the enemy team is thinking, and they decide to go in for a gank or something. So yeah, always have flares in your brush. Try to place as many scout traps as you can in these strategic locations where they won't be triggered as easily as regular spots. So a scout trap in the enemy lane's brush is always a good idea, so that stuff like this, so that the enemy junglers don't gank my laner so easily. I'm really low. I died, unfortunately, but it's fine. My teammates are both pretty healthy, but I think they're getting into like a fight right now. A 2v3 is not the smartest idea, but I guess it was just inevitable. But yeah, Koshka does get sandwiched by them both. Ringo does pick up the glaive. That's good. 1 for 1 for now. Scarf decides to dive in super deep for some reason. And yeah, she kind of pays for it. Well, not really. She doesn't die, I don't believe so. Not even for that scout trap. But she does get fairly low, even lower than the Ringo. So right here, since I know I'm at full health and I know that my Ringo is almost dead, the Scarf could Spitfire at any moment. So what I'm trying to do at this point is just trying my best to stay in front of the Ringo so that he doesn't get hit by Spitfire. Of course, if he's out of range, I'm not gonna get in front of him to block it, because it wouldn't hit any of us. Right here, I don't know if you saw it, but the Koshka did stun at within turret range, and that's like really bad because Koshka's stun is like the longest stun longest stun duration in the game, and being within turret range is just a big no-no, because it's just gonna keep attacking you while you're still stunned. So yeah, what's it called? Arden does Gauntlet. It was kind of a fail because Glaive was doing I don't know what over there. What's it called? Ringo uses his ult and kills Arden. That's another 2. It's a 3v2 in a bit because they're Koshka just came back. So here I'm using my boost. Glaive decides to face check and he pays dearly for Glaive. So I'm putting scout traps all over the enemy's side of the jungle just to see where they're at all the time, where they are in the rotation, if they're approaching us or not. They're just turtling it and just playing passively. So right here it's another 2v2. The Ringo did question mark. He did ping in the lane, but it was a little too late. So right here, even though I am low, I was low, it's still, you still want to make sure that you're close to your teammates, so that in case you're of any help. Like in that case, we all just ganked up on them. It was 3v1, so he was gone like that. Glaive stuck around for a little too much too, and it's an easy gold mine for us. Alright, so I am low. I can still tank it a little bit more. So once I know that I'm done, that I can't take anymore, I just back off. I run down, get a potion, and get my storm guard to get rid of this gold mine a little quicker. So yeah, if you can do that, if the opportunity ever pops up, you could try and do that. Just try not to stay in the shop for too long. And yeah, make sure the enemy team is kind of far. It's kind of far away. That was weird. My voice cracked or something. All right, so again, Ringo is like, Scarf is missing. I decided to go up there and I let my Koshka solo farm for now. It's this has been happening a lot lately, where if the laner is having a tough time in lane, your roamer usually just stays up there and babysits them. So that's what the term means, babysits, where the roamer just sits in the brush. If your laner needs any help with anything, the roamer is there to help for anything. Like in case of a gank, Arden could just, oh my god, my voice is cracking so many times. If they're going for a gank, Arden could just Vanguard to the laner, get him out of there easily. So right here, we do decide to dive in deep, but nothing really happens. Arden was the only survivor. So right here, we could just get some more farm from the enemy team. So that's always good. That's good. We could get the mini mine. I believe it's at full. I believe it's full. If we get 150, no, they got it, I think, right before that. So yeah, we didn't get the most money out of it, but it's fine. We did get the whole jungle, so that's really good for us. I'm able to pick up my fountain and my crucible right off the bat. I still don't have my boots, if you haven't noticed, because of his because of Fortress's passive. Fortress's passive. So yeah, I don't feel like I need it right now, just because I'm always with my teams. I'm not always like out by myself, especially because I'm a roam. I'm not supposed to be doing that. So now, since they got theirs again, their mini mine again, now is the perfect time. Also because it's past the 8 minutes, so it means it's full. It's a good 200 gold for us. Again, bring them up together, bunch them up so that Cal should get the maximum stacks. Time to go up to my lane, since we're done with our rotation. See if enemies getting a little gutsy and trying to gank Ringo. So remember when I said to have flares? Like in this case, it would have been really good. So right here, I pinged so that I could tell my teammates, okay, I'm going in. So that's what I usually do to like warn my teammates. Again, she did the same mistake. Koshka did the same mistake. She's stunned. She uses stunned within turret range, so that's why she got a lot of health taken away. They're split. Arden is up there. Glaive is down here. I honestly could have used my A to jump the wall, but I mean it didn't really matter. He had to burn out. So right here, they're both really low. Well, at least we know Arden is up there. We kind of scared off Glaive, so it's another perfect chance for a gold mine. Scarf was already down as well. So I think right here, I'm aiming for my Warhorn, so that Ringo could have an easier time running away or anything. Koshka doesn't really need it because of her ability. She gets a boost, a speed boost every now and then whenever she uses her abilities. I feel like I'm just like ranting on, blabbing. Let me know if I talk too much in the comment section. Just comment. Shut up, Eddie. But if not, I'm just gonna continue rambling on for this episode. It's almost done, don't worry. I think it's almost done. So here again, always buy at least 3 or 2 players, because it's always more beneficial than having to keep going down the shop to just buy 1 player. So it's always good. Right here, Scarf was the only one low, so yeah, I decided to go in after her, to just like kill her. Glaive was the next target, so yeah, and we did get the ace out of that. So one thing as a roam that happens to me a lot, stay calm, don't panic, because it happens so many times to me that like as soon as the fight starts, I like start activating everything, including my fountain when my teammates aren't low. So what you want to do, just stay calm, like just keep looking at your teammates' health bars. At the same time, try to keep an eye on enemies. Like for example, if Glaive is gonna punt, is gonna use his afterburn, or if Arden is gonna use his gauntlet or anything. Like right there, I was a little late on the Crucible to block Glaive's afterburn. So yeah. So right here, I decided to go with Ringo because Koshka obviously had the kill for Scarf, and she didn't need me there. While as Ringo had 2 guys, the Fortress and a Glaive on his ass, and I needed to stay with him. And yeah, I needed to make sure I warhorned him out of there so that he could just get away, and at the same time attack with while using his speed ability. This was a really bad fight for us because one, I didn't have all of my actives up, which killed Koshka indirectly because I didn't have my fountain, I didn't have my crucible, but indirectly it killed her. So yeah, that was just a bad play, but it still worked out for us somehow. I'm guessing the enemies didn't have their actives up either or anything, or their ults or anything. But yeah, that was GG. So again, going to the point where if you're going solo queue and if your teammates are highlighting a character that you are comfortable with, don't be afraid to swap. Like in this case, I'm not like a Koshka main. I don't play her like that much, as you can tell. I don't have any videos for her, but I do play Fortress a lot more than Koshka at least, and I'm more comfortable with him, and I would decide to just switch with Koshka. But yeah, you guys, don't always be afraid to do that. You always have to have some kind of faith in your teammates. But yeah, it's not always like that, right? So here are the builds, you guys. Regular standard builds. Oops, it went away. So let's see where I'm at. Like I said, I kind of messed up here. Like I said, this was recorded a couple of days ago. This is when I was still in Hotness Silver. I'm currently in Hotness Gold, like barely a little bit. But yeah, you guys, I hope you guys enjoyed, and we will see you next time. Later.